G'day guys, today may come across as a bit of a rant and me potentially cracking the shits. I've written a small list of things here that I wanted to talk about. So today's video is going to be entitled Tips for Beginner Guitarists. I've been teaching guitar now for 8 years. I've taught at various primary schools and kids in high school and people of all different ages and things like that. I am wearing shorts, yeah, so not nude. But I've continually seen the same problem with people of different ages and learning different styles. That doesn't really matter. Some of this probably, if you're a young kid just starting out, maybe show this to your parents as well. So let's just get into it. If you're just starting out on guitar, probably the first thing you'd obviously want to get is a guitar. Try and get yourself a half decent quality acoustic guitar, or even a half decent quality electric guitar, depends what you want to do. I can understand parents not wanting to spend a fortune on a first guitar, only to find out that 6 months down the track the kid doesn't want to play guitar anymore. I understand that. I have had some parents buy the cheapest, nastiest thing they can off eBay for like $50, and it's been absolute junk. And the body of the guitar is literally bowed like that. Basically, the wood hasn't been dried out. So that's just the body of the guitar. Then you look down the neck of the guitar, and the neck is bowed, like that. Which then the strings look like, they're effectively about half an inch off the neck. Not good. I've had really good luck with, I think it's Martinez guitars or Martinez guitars. They're acoustic guitars for people just starting out. They've been fantastic. I think they're about $150, $160 for a 3/4 size guitar, built-in tuner and proper rosewood fretboard and that. So that'd probably be the first thing. Get a half decent guitar. On the other side of that, if you get a guitar, maintain it. A set of strings can cost you, maybe $15, $20. I can understand that for everyone that can be a bit of money, but when it's every 3 months, something like that, every 4 months, it's not that much. Change the strings, and if you don't know how to do it, don't get your cousin who thinks he can do it or whatever. Take it to a guitar shop, take it to your guitar teacher, let them do it, okay? Someone who's done it before. And like I said, maintaining your instrument, clean the fretboard. I've had some students, and the strings have been on the guitar for like 4 years. It's not good. It's going to affect the playability of the guitar and the sound. Don't just wait till the strings snap until you change it. Consider this, if you were changing the tyres on your car, do you wait for them to blow out before you change them? No, you change them. You can tell they're getting low on tread and that, so you change the tyres. So change the strings, I'd probably recommend. Some people might say every, once a month, something like that, change your guitar strings. I suppose it depends how often you're playing, but generally speaking, I recommend people every school term, at least. At the absolute freaking most, every 6 months. And with that said, take it to a guitar shop or someone who knows how to do it, or your guitar teacher, and just go right through it. Things, particularly, I'm also on electric guitars. Here's one. The tuners, or the tuner bushings, they can come loose, these can come loose. The string height can move, get your intonation checked, and little things like that. The output jack can come loose. Little things like that, and like your intonation. Take it to someone who knows what they're doing. Okay. Secondly, so we've talked about the guitar and maintenance. Okay, when you buy a guitar, buy a guitar tuner or a metronome. This one here is my little Korg, TM40. It only cost a few dollars, but that is a tuner and a metronome together, built in. You can also get little headstock tuners that clip onto the end of the headstock. If you watch some of my other videos, you might see that on there. I like the Snark clip-on tuners. They've been really good. Learn how to use your tuner. Way too many people don't know how to tune the guitar and snap strings. If you know your alphabet up to the letter G, you should be able to tune your guitar and learn the names of the strings on your guitar. If you're not too sure on whether you should tighten the string, loosen the string, my first guitar teacher told me just loosen the string right off, and that way you know you've just got to tighten it. So that's that. Picks. If you or your son or daughter's just starting out and like maybe they're a little kid or something, that's a regular size guitar pick. Alright. I normally recommend these for students, or at least something their size, just a little Jazz 3. Now when you look at the size difference, think about this, kids have small hands. Get them a small guitar pick. Alright. Buy as many guitar picks as you can. They're only like $1 each, something like that. Buy as many as you can. Because I can guarantee you, the guitar pick fairy is going to visit and your guitar picks are going to disappear. It just bloody happens. Cross, I've found them in my shoes before. But yeah, look, generally speaking, kids have small hands. Buy them a small guitar pick, alright? Or, if you're an adult, teenager, go for whatever you want. Personally, I prefer the smaller guitar picks. I was using that for a while. V-pick, but they're expensive. They're a little bit expensive. Here's the other one. This is the one I've been using. So you compare that to the Jazz 3 size, it's much the same really. Okay, so buy as many guitar picks as you can. So tuner, metronome, guitar picks. This might sound like an obvious one, but actually practicing actually might bloody help. If you're just starting to get, 20 minutes a day, half an hour a day, maybe bare minimum, but you should start to see a difference. If you're not too sure what you should be practicing, maybe go see a guitar teacher and just maybe try and work out something. Generally, what I'll try and do is depends, I suppose, on the student, but in general, let's say you want to practice your E minor pentatonic scale, all 5 positions. That is like a mandatory thing, for example. Practice that like every day. And then, maybe change songs. Have 1 or 2 songs you're learning, so scales and song A one day, the next day scales and song B. So you're mixing things up a little bit and you're still moving forward. But like I said, practice for maybe half an hour a day, you should start to see a difference. I get way too many people go, oh, I was busy. Especially young kids. Oh, I went to a friend's house. Oh, I went out for dinner one night. Half an hour, come on. Now the last one, learn a little bit of music theory. By no means you have to be a theory wizard, but just a little bit of music theory can go a long way. If your instructor isn't showing you some theory or explaining why things are the way they are, so for example, what notes are in a D major chord and what makes it different to a D minor chord, maybe ask them to show you, because it will help. And as you advance and your scales and that sort of thing, you can start taking that into your lead playing. And that really, really will help. You can get these, you can do a Google search for them. Books like Essential Music Theory or Master Your Theory. There was another one that I liked, I think it was Trinity Music Theory. They were a really good book. But anything like that, just do it, maybe the first 1 or 2 books. It'll really help you. It really, really will. And once you start understanding a little bit of theory and scale degrees and all that sort of thing, you'll start to, when you start to hear things that you like, you can identify it. Like I sort of discovered that I like a minor 6, and someone watching this may not be anything, but if you're playing an A, if you're playing a minor scale, you'd have A, this is scale degrees, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6. So I like the sound of the minor 6 against the A. That. And when you start doing some arpeggio work, so you'd have A, C, E, F. Little things like that, they really, really will help. And it's also about communication, being able to talk to people. Don't just learn, tablature is fine, but you want to know the name of the note that you're actually playing. Because if you said to a keyboard player, "Oh, I'm playing 7," well, what the bloody hell is 7? If you said to a keyboard player, "I'm playing A," "I'm playing B," whatever, okay, they play B. But 7 to a keyboard player means nothing. Yeah, like I said, I know it's probably going to come out as a little bit of a rant, but and another thing that's probably going to help, if your instructor has given you a music sheet, to study, read the damn sheet. None of it's a memory test. I get too many people that just, here's a music sheet, but I'll look at the roof. Here's a music sheet, but I'll look at the floor. I can understand the thing of watching your hands, and I had that problem too. I get that, but don't just do it all off memory, because you're going to end up playing it wrong. You're going to end up playing it your way as opposed to how it actually is on the sheet. Read the music sheet. A few people go, oh, I forgot how to play it. Well, the sheet's right there. No one said anything about remembering it. Just read the sheet. Little things like that. Like I said, I know I'm probably ranting a bit today. When your guitar teacher says change the strings, he's not trying to rip you off. There's things probably need to be done. I can understand, so like a mechanic, this is wrong with your car. The chances are they're generally trying to help you out. Metronome, tuner, picks, theory. And there's so much information on the internet, but be aware of who you're getting it from. Like Rusty Cooley said, you could be getting, guitar advice from the 6-year-old kid next door. It could be anyone. And just, I suppose in closing, like, when you get into your lead playing, or just, I suppose, playing in general, like a couple of weeks ago, I kind of realised, geez, I haven't really been doing much like sweep arpeggio stuff. And I was writing one of my songs, and well, I'll make a section where I can put sweep arpeggios in, so I wrote up like a whole thing. So I've got something to practice. If you're going to learn something, try and make it, I suppose, practical. Exercises are just exercises, which is kind of why I got a little bit into some of the classical music, because I can still learn, I'm still working on my technique, I'm learning new things, but I'm still playing music. I'm not just sitting there, doing scale runs like all day or anything like that. So if you're working on technique, find something applicable for it. If you're working on sweep arpeggios, find a song you can use sweep arpeggios in, for example. Like I said, maintain your instrument. I suppose that's probably really bad. It's enough of my ranting, but get a half-decent guitar. Don't get the cheapest, nastiest thing you can get off eBay. It's probably going to be junk, and if you've got junk, try and send it bloody back. Maintain your guitar. Buy a tuner and a metronome. Buy as many guitar picks as you can. If you've got a young kid that's learning guitar, buy them small guitar picks. And with that said, here's a regular size guitar pick. Don't hold the guitar pick from the absolute very end. That's like trying to eat with chopsticks. The shit's tricky. Hold it from, maybe the middle, 3/4 of the way down, something like that. You only need a tiny bit showing. Alright? Actually practice, like I said, that can be a good one. And just a little bit of music theory really can go a long way. And play with people. That's fantastic. That's probably, and if you can't practice with people, play to your CDs, jump on Spotify or YouTube, anything like that. When I was learning how to play, I didn't have a band to play with, so I'd learn as many, learn all my AC/DC songs and the occasional Deep Purple one and that, and play. I'd play to the songs, and that I actually thought that was great, looking back, because it gave me some experience of playing with a drummer. It gave me some experience of being in some band, and I had to keep up with that, the picking and that. I remember trying to learn like AC/DC's A Whole Lot of Rosie, and try and get that, just that picking together as like, a 13-year-old, 12 or 13-year-old kid. That was scary. I had to go, and keep that up for 5 minutes, whatever it was. But that's the other side of it, building a little bit of muscle. Gonna leave it there, but look, I really hope that helps. If you know someone who's learning guitar, please show them this video. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. But these are all things to help you. And I do my YouTube videos for nothing. I don't put ads on them or anything like that. I'm not trying to make a dollar off it. I'm just doing it, one, because I actually kind of enjoy it, and to try and help people out a little bit. So, like I said, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Make sure you find a guitar teacher that's right for you too. If you want to do country and the guitar teacher's into gent or Scandinavian hip hop, I don't blame you. Maybe that's not the person for you. Maybe try and find someone who's into the same stuff as you. That generally helps. And you want to have a good relationship with your teacher too. You want to be able to get along with the person. So look, I hope all those things help, and I'll see you next time. Bye.